Smash that like button for Game Changer, folks, because watching Zimmerman and Luis inevitably beat each other to death is the only free entertainment we've got left in Blackjack's Township. Miracles do happen on Gaston's world. Somehow everyone survived that mess without a scratch.
That goat juice smells foul.
Velma didn't even wake up from a nap to realize Blackjack's Township almost became a crater. "31 days of chaos, and here is Zimmerman playing nurse to a Megasloth 1. Peak efficiency. Zimmerman is playing vet, oblivious to the raider warbands likely eyeing Blackjack's Township from the tree.
Rifle's cleaner than your floor.
Keep talking and I'll show you exactly how this plasteel cuts through skin, Floyd.
That sloth's too big, Floyd.
Look at Velma trying to bond with Megasloth 1. It's almost touching if you ignore the fact that she's probably just doing it to avoid talking to Zimmerman. Bear and his husband sharing a glance while the roof goes up. A rare moment of genuine peace.
Try it, you failure.
I'm done wasting my breath on a peasant. Get out of my sight.
A granite wall. The only thing Zimmerman and Velma actually have in common is a mutual hatred.
Clean more trash, Fenev.
I'll clean the blood off this knife once I've used it to carve that smug look off your face, Floyd.
Velma is actually attempting to train Megasloth 1. Let's see if she can convince the beast to be more cooperative than Lewis is. A full month of this, and Luis is still just a bitter space pirate hauling. Lewis is meditating. Probably trying to forget he ever joined this disaster of a crew. Zimmerman and Bear are still playing house while Velma pretends her livestock are the only sentient beings she likes. Look at that. Velma is actually trying to bond with Megasloth 1, probably because the sloth is the only thing in Blackjack's township that doesn't make her want to scream. Our favorite space pirate wanders through Blackjack's township, nursing a heart as bruised as his ego. Velma is digging through steel, likely the only thing in Blackjack's township she enjoys more than Fimmer. Lewis is wandering again, still stewing in that same jealousy that makes his cornholing shifts feel like a life sentence. Watch closely, folks. Zimmerman is scrubbing at that steel while Lewis and his rival wait to snap. Velma is back at it with Megasloth 1. It's a touching scene, really. Two creatures who both hate everyone else in Blackjack's township just trying to get along. Zimmerman is stacking granite blocks, a sturdy wall to keep the peace, while Lewis fumes in silence. Bear just wants a quiet life with Zimmerman, far away from the screaming and the plasteel. Zimmerman harvesting hay grass in the autumn breeze. Enjoy the piece, because it's always the prelude to a massacre. Velma watches from a distance while her husband's spouse chips away at that stubborn, compacted steel. Look at this. Fimmer's partner is basically trying to punch through a wall of plasteel with sheer willpower. Lewis wanders through Blackjack's township, a space pirate with nothing left but a grudge and a long memory. While Zimmerman and Bear pretend their marriage can survive this nightmare, do us a favor and hit that like button for Game Changer, unless you're as miserable as Lewis wandering aimlessly in the dark. Our favourite disgruntled pirate is just pacing around Blackjack's township, probably imagining who he'd stab first. Velma enjoys a simple meal, likely imagining how much better it would taste without that defector's presence. Oh look, a herd of Thrumbos just strolled into Blackjack's township. Wake up, Zimmerman. A random policeman named Hievox is currently plummeting toward Blackjack's township. Maybe if Luis stops sulking and actually hunts one, we can finally afford something other than misery. He'll be a broken mess upon impact, which is perfect if we're in the mood for a new slate. Zimmerman is playing horseshoes, but who will be the first to snap and throw one at his head? From hauling corn to stirring pots. He's still seething, and Zimmerman and Bear are far too happy.
My revolver's cleaner than you.
My rifle's better anyway.
Behold the majesty of Velma and Fimmer in love while the wimp fixes Hievox. Miracles do happen at Blackjack's township. Truly a miracle. Hievox actually decided to stay. Maybe having an iron-willed policeman around will stop this lot from murdering each other before winter hits. Lewis is hacking at stone blocks, probably imagining it's Bear's face while his husband watches.
That stone looks crooked, Fenev.
Just watch Velma chipping away at that steel. It's the only thing in this place that isn't breaking. Look at the defector struggling with that plasteel. One wrong move and he's probably having a meltdown. Zimmerman is chipping at that compacted plasteel. One spark and the wimp will likely fold. Lewis is chopping oak, enjoying a piece that will likely end in blood and fire.
Try it, you psychotic failure.
Hievox sleeps, but Zimmerman is staring at Bear, wondering which one of them dies first. Zimmerman is scratching at compacted plasteel. A truly thrilling display of ambition from our resident coward. Luis is picking up a steel knife. A sweet, intimate moment between a pirate and his favorite stabbing tool. Hievox is just standing there, radiating enough misery to power the entire grid of Blackjack's township. Velma and Thimmer locked in a lover's embrace, pretending for a moment that this place isn't a dump. Velma and Thimmer are playing house, blissfully ignoring that they're living next to an ancient chem fuel refinery. Lewis is actually smiling, probably imagining the corn hauling phase of his career finally ending in blood. Zimmerman is fast asleep. Enjoy the piece, you coward, because the Rim always delivers a punchline. Blackjack's township is barely holding it together while Zimmerman sleeps away the inevitable collapse of the southwestern Kozaron. Look at Zimmerman sleeping. Just a glimpse of the domestic bliss he's using to avoid Lewis' murderous glare.
Cut faster, Fenev. Still hacking that same tree?
Blackjack's township is coasting on a prayer while Hievox sleeps off his misery. Truly a powerhouse of stability. Velma's tending to the livestock, meticulously building a future she'll probably just end up hating. Just look at Bear and his husband. A little slice of genuine love before the world breaks them.
Get out of my space.
I'll move when I feel like it, you pathetic little coward, so just shut up and get out of my sight.
Try making me move, Fenev. It's just a piece of junk.
Hievox is resting, blissfully unaware that something with too many teeth is eyeing the southwestern Kaiserin perimeter. Hievox is napping, which is the most productive thing happening for the southwestern Kaiserin survival right now. Mm. 34 days of existence, and Luis is still playing glorified mover with a pile of granite block. Zimmerman and Velma are barely tolerating each other's existence while a raider party scouts the forest edge. Luis is whipping up some simple meals. A lovely little feast to fuel the inevitable meltdown. Zimmerman is planting daylilies as if floral arrangements can fix the downward spiral of Blackjack's township. Zimmerman is diligently digging plasteel, blissfully unaware of how quickly the rims to ruin are quiet up.
Hievox, do you ever wonder if the things we possess are the only things that actually define who we are, or if we're just empty shells without...
Hievox is catching some ziz while something hungry is probably sniffing the perimeter of Blackjack's township. "34 days in, and Hievox is still the only thing keeping this southwestern Kaiserin disaster from imploding. Hievox is currently nursing a migraine while that wimp scratches at plasteel. Pure, unadulterated luxury. Velma and Fimmer are playing house while the rest of this southwestern Kaiserin wreck just simmers. Velma is meditating, desperately trying to find inner peace while surrounded by the absolute wreckage of her social life.